everyone. So I'm gonna restart. Okay. Thank you very much for being in here with me. Thanks a lot. God bless you all. So the class today is about how we can perform better. Okay. Thank you very much, Fabio, for being in here. Hope today we have a good night. Yes, and let's go. Let's party. Let's learn. Thank you very much. Whenever you have a question or anything, please just let me know. And thank you for your help. Guys, um, as I was saying in the beginning, I'll repeat in here and I'll ask you a favor. The class is related on how we can perform better, related to neuroscience. So, I have a question for you before we start with the theory. We're going to have today theory, expressions, lots of nice, important knowledge so you can put in your day, okay? If you can, please type there what part of your life would you like to perform better? Would you like to perform better at work? Would you like to perform better at your personal life, at home? Concentration, having more energy? Please let me know along the way, okay? But let's start with the main ideas of it. So, this life is related, this special class is from this book called The Leading Brain. And The Leading Brain has a very nice chapter, which is how we can have our peak performances, how we can have knowledge, how we can focus on important moments in our lives. But okay, just let me remind you guys that I am a facilitator. I don't want to vomit knowledge to you guys. I want to facilitate knowledge. This is important for me. I really believe that teachers are facilitators. All right? And this is my job in here. Thank you very much one more time for being in here. If you're having fun until this moment, just give it a like. It's very important for me. It's very important for the channel. I'm going to explain the theory through language and the theory itself. And please participate with your questions whenever you want to. And there were some questions from Instagram. Let's see if we can check them out along the way. So what are we going to do tonight? Tonight, we're going to learn how to perform better in different contexts. I don't want to define contexts, but I want you guys to imagine contexts. Which contexts of your life would you like to perform better? So have this in mind in this moment, okay? So you can imagine the ideas, imagine the theory in your context. All right? Let's do it this way then. So we're gonna read text, we're gonna learn vocabulary, check vocabulary in case you have questions, and the presentation of a theory from Friederike Fabricius. She's German. The theory is a theory of fun, fear, and focus. And at the end, there's gonna be some key lessons for you guys. Okay, thank you very much one more time for being in here. God bless you all. This is done with lots of love for everyone. But first, a thought. I believe you've seen this this expression, this old sentence from the Romans in the past. Mens sana in corpore sano. What does it mean? It means that a healthy mind is a healthy mind in a healthy body. So in our lives, there must be an equilibrium. So whenever you think about these theories, whenever you try to think about your performance in life, don't forget about this equilibrium. The equilibrium of learning, thinking, being maturely emotional, doing exercises, taking care of yourself, of your mind, and your body. Okay, this is very important for us to have an equilibrium. Mens sana in corpore sano. So, there's a tip. Tip number one before the theory. Very important, guys. Take a look. The tip is attention. Although achieving peak performance should be your goal, staying at the top is neither desirable nor beneficial. You should perform better when it's needed most. Remember, mens sana in corpore sano. We have to have an equilibrium. There are some keywords which you can read there in black in case you don't know them. So this is very important. Of course, if you ask me, I would really love to have peak performance every day for like 24 hours a day, but this is impossible. So whenever you want to have peak performance, think about the moments of the day where you need and where you want peak performance. I'll give you my personal peak performance moments. I've been teaching a lot in the morning, not so many classes in the afternoon, but at night my agenda is full. So in these moments, I try to think of all these contexts of what we're going to see now when I need most, maybe 3 or 4 moments in a day. So it's not desirable that you have your peak performance all the time because it's lots of energy, especially if we think about the brain. The brain uses 20% of its energy. So if you want peak performance related to the brain, if there are no breaks, if there is no theory before you use these peak performance moments, you get tired very fast. Okay, so this is very important for us. So I'll give you some time to read it. Please pay attention to this. Although achieving peak performance should be your goal, staying at the top is neither desirable nor beneficial. You should perform better when it's needed most. Remember, mens sana in corpore sano. There has to be an equilibrium. All right? If you have any comments on this, if you have any question related to this, please write on the chat. Thank you very much for being with us one more time. This is made for you guys with lots of love, lots of care, lots of good energy. I hope you learn a lot. Thank you very much for being in here with me, leaders of today, leaders of the future, my dear students. So we have in here an introduction. So pay attention to this because this is very, very important for us right now. I'm zooming in here. So in the book, The Leading Brain, the fun, fear, and focus theory is presented. You need an optimal level of enthusiasm, which in the book she calls stress, to achieve peak performance. So guys, take a look at this chart in here, the Yerkes Dodson law. On your left, there's performance in a task or anything you would like to with an arrow up. It is like a wave, hard task at the top, and also easy task at the top. So an equilibrium of a hard task and an easy task. It says in here, optimum level arousal of CNS arousal for different types of tasks. So, guys, what does it mean in other words? In here, we have just seen that for us to have peak performance, we need stress, we need an arousal. But this positive stress is the enthusiasm that moves you forward, that pushes you to do something, not a stress, an enthusiasm so strong that in 30 minutes your energy goes down. So you need a little bit of stress to achieve peak performance, but it has to be a little bit more difficult than normal. If it's too difficult, if it's higher, there's a good chance that you're not going to have a peak performance moments. If it's too low, your arousal, your enthusiasm is going to be low too. All right? I believe you guys have already had moments in your lives in which you were too excited for something, but nothing happened. There were other moments in which you were excited, there was stress, but a little bit above the level. Then you did something. Then you achieved peak performance. Okay, so in here, Comisup has a comment. Such an important lesson. Balance your performance to have equilibrium most of the time in peak performance when it's required. Yes, Sup. Yes, Samuel. I know this is Samuel talking. He's one of my students. Yes, Samuel, this is it. Because we need the performance peak when it's required. When we have the goal, we have the objectives throughout a day, not all the time. All the time you can't. I would love to. I would love to have peak performance all the time, but it's difficult. So you have to decide. We're all different. This is strategy. You have to think, right? One of these days, I saw some facts of people who run the 10-meter Olympic race, and Usain Bolt, in fact, I remember it now. It says that throughout his life, he had ran the 10 meters for 3 minutes, and he won lots of things. But how about his practice? So the running of the 100 meters, not the 10 meters, the 100 meters is the peak performance. But how much did he practice? How much did he do his best so he could achieve this moment? All right? Does it make sense to you? Please let me know. All right, guys, continue a little bit in here. We will be introduced now to the theory of fun. In here, fun, fear, performance from Frederique Fabricius, which is the fun, fear, and focus. Yeah, fun, fear, and focus. It's an acronym. So, all right, guys, let's go to the first one. which is the fun. Attention. When you have fun, your brain releases dopamine. Without fun, peak performance is practically impossible. So I'm going to zoom in here, guys, so we can read one more time. This is very important. Fun. You want to have peak performance. There's a recipe. Imagine a cake. F is for fun. Performance is almost impossible if you're not happy. Because, guys, if you're not happy, what happens? You want to run away. You want to disappear. If you're not happy in a place, you want to run. If you want to run, there's no peak performance. Understand? There's no peak performance if you want to run. So, having fun, I'm not saying joking all the time, doing stupid things. No, having fun, a relaxed environment. So, in here, I wrote to you guys some tips so you can have more fun. The first tip from two is to create games, contests. Test yourself in a fun way. So, one magic trick for you guys to have peak performance is to test yourself. In fact, tests are very important for us to have an idea on how we are, and we have fun along the way. It is you testing yourself. I'm not saying anybody else testing yourself. I'm saying you inventing games, you inventing contests in a fun way. Another trick for us to have peak performance and also have fun is to share personal and fun experiences. This is very important, guys, because look, we are not perfect, right? I believe you have experience in life to tell your funny stories, show people that in many situations, things didn't go right. Let's put it this way. Like today, in the beginning of our life, the phone was not working, but I did my best. I saw what was going on, and here we are. So it happens. Let's have fun. Let's do whatever it takes. Okay. And the second one is share personal and fun experiences. Of course, open up. We are human. You have to show people your human side. All of us have our fears. All of us do some stupid things sometimes. This is important. This is being human. Share your personal and fun experiences with people. This is an invitation I do to you at this moment. All right. Yeah, of course, many times we are afraid to do that, but vulnerability is a word of a word that we have been listening lately. Being vulnerable, showing people you're human, showing people that you have stories to tell. All right, let's go. Let's continue. F is for fun. So in here, guys, this is an English class also. So did I hear expression? I would like to teach you one from three expressions for today. The first expression is this one. Test your waters. I'm gonna zoom in here for you guys. Test your waters. If you test the waters, you try something new to see if it will be successful or not. We're testing the waters to see if having fun will increase productivity. This expression is an expression very common on meetings, on trying new things, and in our work life. Yeah. So please, I'll give you some time. Invent a sentence with this expression, which is test your waters. Okay? I'll give you 20 seconds for that. Let's go. Invent your sentence. If you can write, I'm going to be very happy. Share with us. Let's go. And while you do that, Wallace, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being in here. This is done for to you guys with so much love, such a good energy for free. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys learn. And Wallace, welcome, welcome, Wallace, welcome to the live. As Wallace is in here, many other students are in here. Thank you very much. God bless you. I have an invitation for you guys. You know, YouTube understand that this is a good thing in case you give it a like, in case you share. Okay, please give it a like. Give it a like on this live. Tell people how the class is conducted. Tell people that the class is for you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. May you be blessed in double. All right, so let's go. Let's continue with the theory. Did you like this expression? Test your waters. Let's go. The second F is of fear. Fear. Fear, guys, in here, it is not a fear that makes you run away, as I said in the beginning. Fear is represented by being slightly over-challenged. You have to over-challenge yourself. So here, I wrote, challenge yourself. Do you guys remember the last class we had about the growth mindset? It's always you versus you. High performance comes not when you're bored or in a state of utter panic, very big panic, but when you're feeling slightly over challenged. This keeps you at your best. Very important in here, guys, to challenge yourselves, okay? So one more time, don't forget, the challenge in here is slightly over challenge. If it's too much, what happens? Sometimes, let's imagine you're a salesperson, okay? And you need to increase your sales. Okay, good. This is perfect. We want to increase the sales, but if you want to increase 50% of your sales from 1 month to the other, unless the previous month was a horrible one, 50% is a high number. There's a good chance this is going to backfire. Yeah, there's a good chance this is not going to work because this is too much challenge. So you have to be a little bit over challenged. And this is you versus you. This is you versus you. No comparison. Okay? Normally, and especially we've seen this in our last live, the live of the growth mindset. If there is too much challenge, if there's a comparison, what happens? You don't grow. You believe you have a fixed mindset. All right? Does it make sense to you guys? I hope it does. If you have any question, guys, please let me know. All right? Let's keep on going a little bit more. So, did I hear expression? We have in here another expression. Expression is take up the challenge. Take up the challenge is to accept or attempt some particular test, fight, contest, etc. I knew it was going to be really hard doing a master's degree while working full time, but I was ready to take up the challenge. So the classes are also a challenge for you guys. Take up the challenge. Please now, I'll give you some time, some seconds, 20, 30 seconds for you guys to think of a sentence in which take up the challenge is in the context. Let's go, guys. 20 seconds on the clock. Thinking time, huh? Thinking time. Don't forget, the idea of the class is for you guys to think with me. All right? Thank you very much one more time for being here. This is done with lots of love for you guys, leaders of today, and people who want to lead better in their lives, not necessarily at work, at home, wherever you are. We want to lead more. We want to be better people, right? And they're right. I believe this is your context. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Thank you very much. One more time for being in here. There is the last F, and the last F is of focus. Let me zoom in here a little bit better. Okay, now it's back to the game. So focus, zero in on what's important. Peak performance never comes when you're doing more than one thing at a time. Only when you're in a state of focused attention, working single-mindedly without constant interruptions, it is possible to perform optimally. And we have in here, in case you don't know what single-mindedly means, which is to have full attention in a class. So guys, listen, this is very important to zero in, to focus on one thing. If you want to have peak performance, focus in on many things at the same time. You don't focus, you switch the focus, you change from one focus to the other. There is no real focus if there are many things, if you're doing many things. Impossible. Okay, whoever you are, you might be very intelligent. Okay, you are, but don't think you can focus, you can have good performance focusing on one or one thing. Okay, but two, three, four things at the same time. Of course, there are things which we do without thinking. Okay, like driving, for example. It's in the automatic, and then maybe we can talk a little bit when we drive. But there's something which is automatic, the driving, but you focus on the talk. Okay, so there is no multitasking. This doesn't exist, in fact. Okay, this is a myth. All right, so the last F is the F, which is for focus, zero in. And what's the last expression, guys? The last expression from the three I have presented to you guys in here is to zero in. To zero in means, like the picture you can see there, which is to really focus on something. Yeah, I believe that you feel peak performance when you guys are zeroing in your tasks. Does it make sense to you guys? I hope it does. One more time, thank you very much. God bless you guys for being in here. Before we continue a little bit more, we're getting at the end. I have an invitation for you guys. The invitation is for you to go to my Facebook, my Instagram, in fact, and also Facebook. I also have Facebook with the same name. English for Mindful Leaders. And there, you're gonna know everything about um, how to be a better leader, insights, content, and I hope we can help each other out to learn a little bit more and to be better leaders. All right? Hope you go there and hope we have some fun together. So, guys, in here, for us to do a wrap up for the day, there are some lessons I would like to share with you guys, a resume on what we have talked today. Listen to this. One man's meat is another man's poison. Um, the same, just give me 1 second. Yeah, better. The same stimulation that invigorates one person may be too much for the others. So, one more time, very important to remind you guys that you are unique. The FFF, which is to have fun, the fear, the little bit of stress, and the focus for you to have a better performance, you have to think about yourself. There is a good chance that if I apply this to my context, might be good for me, but if you apply this to your context, maybe it's not going to make sense. All right? Maybe it's not going to be reaching a peak performance for you guys. Does it make sense? Don't forget, it is you versus you. Try to apply this to your performance. All right? Do you guys have questions? Is there any comment you would like to do related to our class today? I'll give us a moment. We're going to talk one more time. I'm going to try to answer your questions related to language or maybe related to this theory. If there is any question, guys, please right there. Thank you very much for being in here. And while give you guys time for you to write in case you have questions, I like spoilers. I like to tell people what's going to happen in the future. I think who doesn't? Yeah. And I'll give a spoiler for next class. Next class, guys, and continuing our English and leadership journey, we're going to try to answer this question, which is very nice. Can we gain control over our emotions? If so, how? So, next class, guys, we're going to have a special moment in which we're going to try to talk, learn some theories on emotion. You guys, I believe you guys have already read, heard, or talked about the emotional intelligence. Can we be emotionally intelligent? This is the question. Yeah, can we be emotionally intelligent? We're gonna talk a little bit more or less class. We have in here a comment from Call Me Up. This lesson is so meaningful. I have had a really good job, but not for me. So I decided to change because it was killing me day after day. So, Samuel, I hope you have the chance to achieve peak performance. Do not forget, try to achieve peak performance in some key moments throughout your day, throughout your life, and having the FFF theory in mind. Fun, fear, slightly over challenged. Challenge yourself. It's you versus you, always. Okay? And focus. Focus. Try to have focus, zero in. Of course, this is something of a decision. We have to decide to have more focus, of course, if needed, to have the help from our family. All right, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this class. May you be blessed. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed it, I'm gonna teach a free class every week, free for you, with lots of love. Tell people, tell your contacts. Please subscribe to my page, to my YouTube page. Okay. Now, besides the live, I'm gonna do some knowledge in a nutshell at least one time a week. Okay. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week. I hope you're back next week. All right. Tell everybody. Give it a like. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye bye, guys.